I believe that God looks compassionately on those who are hard on themselves. In the sense of recognition of our faults and weaknesses, what guidance can Huzur offer in relation in implementing change in one's life, as this appears to cause difficulty, at least in the beginning stages? Babirhan asks.
Again, it's like, see, it's difficult to comprehend the question so that I can give it an answer which exactly satisfied his query. Could you explain? Could you know? You try to explain it again, please. You see, he assists me and they don't understand either.
He says,
if you read the question slowly,
yes,
then maybe we understand the meaning.
okay. He says, I believe that God looks compassionately on those who are hard on themselves.
God looks compassionately on those who are hard to themselves.
Yes.
Or hard upon themselves.
Yes.
Right.
In the sense of recognition our fault and weaknesses, what guidance can Huzur offer in relation in implementing change in one's life, as this appears to cause difficulty, at least in the beginning
The remaining
stages?
question is totally incomprehensible. But I can build on the first part and answer in a manner that I feel he would be satisfied. The first part is very clear. God is compassionate upon those who are not compassionate upon themselves, who criticize themselves severely. The best benefit from this situation can be drawn if every human being is critical of himself as though he were criticizing somebody else and not himself. If he acquires this attitude towards himself, then he will find himself very unforgiving and very uncompromising. Because this is what man does in relation to others. He is very uncompromising and very unforgiving. The slightest fault he finds in somebody who should normally be held in respect because of his status in life, because of his piety, which is known to people. You find the slightest blemish in that and you burst up and you blow up and you say, look at this man. He should be holy, but he is actually suffering from this flaw, which holy man cannot. A holy man cannot. So in case of others, he is very unforgiving and very uncompromising. He forgets that after all, everybody is human, and if Allah covers him with his curtain of sattari, which is Allah extends his curtain of forgiveness to him so that others do not see his weaknesses like Allah does. If it had not happened so, everyone in the world would be condemned by Allah. Every person in the world would be condemned. So it is largely because of Allah's forgiving nature that we do not expect Him to punish us for most follies which we ordinarily possess. This is in case of others, whom we observe with very strict and censuring eyes. If this attitude is converted entirely, given a different direction of inward looks, instead of external looks, if such a person acquires this attitude towards himself, then such a person can be described in the Quranic terms as zaluman jahula. Person is very unforgiving to himself. And the greatest of these people was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The two characters which go together. One is Zaloom. He is extremely cruel to himself. And number two, Jahul. He does not care what happens as a result of that. If these two characters are learned from Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then that is the ideal policy in life you can follow. I hope I have answered the remaining part of the question as well. Have I?
Yes.
Hope so. Thank you.